What's going on, everybody? It's been 4 years and I am back. Hopefully, routinely on the regular schedule, but we shall see. Anyways, a lot has happened in the last 4 years in between my last video, which was in I believe the Ohio State game versus Toledo that was played at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Anyways, so I got a few topics I want to cover, obviously, since then I was living in Ohio, because before, in 2008, I was just visiting my dad over the summer and working for him, but now, since that last video, I moved back to Ohio, so obviously I graduated because I lived in Florida with my mom. Anyways, so I'm back in Cleveland, hometown, home area, I should say. Lake County is where I am from. A lot has happened. I've met up with old friends. I've made a ton of new friends, and I gotta say, I love the mixture of having my old and new friends, and a lot of my new friends are from my old friends. I've met. Obviously, I'm a big baseball fan, right? So, got the Cleveland Indians, and as well as all their minor league teams in the area, just hour and a half away is Mahoning Valley Scrappers. Catch them on occasion, no big deal there. Lake County Captains, 10 minutes away. Love them. They're awesome. Great. I've been going there. I went to a game or two in 2008. Same thing in 2009, but 2010, and from then on, man, I have probably been to 200, 300 baseball games. You've also got the former Kinston Indians, now Carolina Mudcats, who is, single A advanced, so they're one, a little notch above the Lake County Captains, and then continue on down the line, you've got the Akron Arrows in Akron, the Columbus Clippers in Columbus, and then you get to the big leagues, and it's the Cleveland Indians. I've been to a Kinston Indians game, but I haven't been to the Carolina Mudcats game yet. It's the same team, but it's a different name. So, it's got to get there. Speaking of the Akron Arrows, are now the Akron Rubber Ducks. So, look forward to that this season. So, anyways, back to the Captains. 2010 was their championship year, and the Columbus Clippers actually won their championship that year as well. Anyways, I got this helmet, and I've got all but two of the players and coaches to sign it. So all over this helmet are just signatures of the players and the coaches. So it's really cool. I've got a ton of other autographs. It's just really great. I've gotten to know a lot of those guys. I see a lot of the talent. I see not so much of the talent for some. So and since then, going to all the games, I get to know a lot of the guys, and just they're really cool, and I enjoy it. And being a big baseball fan, I get to travel sometimes. Go on a few road trips. I've been to Dayton. I've been to Michigan a couple times. I watched playoff game that year, 2 playoff games that year in 2010 against the Great Lakes Loons. Didn't expect to beat them, but we did, obviously. So that was the playoff. That wasn't the championship. I just get to meet a lot of the cool fans, see a lot of the other stadiums. It's really cool. We got the Cleveland Indians, obviously. As I mentioned, they had a great season this past season. I'm looking forward to this new season coming up, just about to start shortly. So, it's awesome, you get to watch baseball, meet the fans, the players, the people who work in the stadium, also, and going to other stadiums. Anyways, other things that have been happening are, I still go down to Florida and visit my mom and my stepdad. I love them, for the holidays. I get to visit them for the holidays, and it's nice to take a couple weeks off, go down there, chill out with them, do whatever. So, it's just great, spend, pretty much most of the year here in Ohio, working, baseball, anything else, hanging with friends, and then just taking a little vacation and visiting mom, old mom. I love my mom. Past year has been the greatest year of my life, I gotta say. A lot has happened in 2013 for me, and some of that is concerts. I went to a lot of concerts. I actually went to a Big Time Rush concert, and I met them. I had previously met James Maslow before, St. Patrick's Day 2012 to be exact, individually, and met him again while meeting the other guys as well as Dustin Bell, the Big Time Rush guitarist. If you're a Big Time Rush fan, then you also know of the band that Kendall and Dustin are in, called Heffron Drive. I went down to Columbus to watch their show down there and met them again. So, and it was fantastic. You know, I've met Aaron Carter for the second time this past year. Still a great guy. Love him. He's got a couple new songs out. I saw Fall Out Boy and Panic at the Disco. I saw Cher Lloyd in Fifth Harmony. That was a pretty good show. Not really my style, but I thought, you know, what the heck? What else? What else am I doing? I've also gotten. Oh, let me tell you, I have gotten into a couple shows, and Doctor Who and Supernatural, and Teen Wolf. But Doctor Who and Supernatural are my top two shows now, and I get a little crazy with Doctor Who. But anyways, I just got my shoes here now. We got them, and if you notice, on the outer, it says Alonzi, which is the Doctor's one of the Doctor's phrases. I've also got the 9th and 10th Doctor sonic screwdriver as well. Back here, I'll show you. I've got a TARDIS mug and the Master's fob watch. I've got the 3D glasses, the War Doctor, John Hurt's Doctor's sonic screwdriver, Matt Smith's the 11th Doctor's sonic screwdriver, and I've also got, here, I gotta open this up, psychic paper. So I've got a few things. So yeah, if you leave comments, tell me whatever. I mean, that's basically it right now. You know, like I said, I want to get started making new videos. So, you know, and I'll talk about a few things like sports, the shows, music, and other entertainment, whatever you guys. I'll try to skim the comments here and there. So yeah, I also want to talk about my posters. I've got Queen. I've actually, one of the things that I did was The Sandlot. I actually met the director, the guy who wrote, directed, and narrated it, and he actually signed it. I've got Styx and Ario Speedwagon. I've got the Big Time Rush, which James and Kendall both signed. I've actually got the Indians schedule for this next season. I've got the VIP passes for Big Time Rush, Heffron Drive, and Aaron Carter. I've also got, 2 letters from when I was in Michigan, freshman and sophomore years, on the cross country team. And just all over here is just other memorabilia, like some family things, baseball, some more family in baseball. So, I mean, it's just kind of a little shrine of like a museum, a mini museum of my life, I'd like to say. Anyways, I've got to go. It's nice to be back, like I said, and start making new videos. Hope you have a great day.